Cheers, fellas. Welcome to my video response to the Chilling Wargamers I Am a Wargamer round robin that's doing the rounds at the moment. Thank you to Miller's Miniatures for nominating me. 3 questions. First one is, how did I get into the hobby? Started when I was a wee lad, playing with toy soldiers. First of all, the big 132nd or 135th, whatever they are, toy soldiers, Germans, Americans, Brits, from Airfix, and moved on there to the smaller 1/72nd scale ones from again from Airfix. Was always inspired by films back in the 70s, all sorts of different ones: Waterloo, Bridge Too Far, Eagle Has Landed, that kind of thing. Used to go upstairs and, after watching them, set up all my men and chuck marbles and steel ball bearings at them. Or we used to have these cannons that you could put matches in, so I'd fire the matches at them and try and knock them over. And I think I watched once a Mexican Revolution film called, it's either called A Fistful of Dynamite or Duck You Sucker. James Coburn in it, and there was bits on there with, like, I think, armoured trains. So I even used to use the old Hornby train set and get my train going round and try and blow it up and have all my French Napoleonic figures in there. And yeah, it was great fun as a kid. That's what sort of really started me off. Everybody was always used to say they'd never seen me without either a soldier or a toy gun in my hand. And then sort of later in the 70s, one day my mum came home. She'd been to a jumble sale, and she bought me this. Now, this isn't the original one. My wife kindly bought this when I was on a bit of a nostalgia trip. But this opened my eyes to a whole new way of doing things. I didn't realise grown-ups played with toy soldiers, and tried to use the rules as best I could to fight some games. Got some friends interested. One guy'd paint all his Brits red, I'd paint all my French blue, and we'd try and refight the Battle of the River Crossing, which is, if you've got this, you'll know what that is. And fabulous times. So that opened my world, my eyes to a whole new world. And then I picked up this. Now, this is the original. It's a bit of a state, as you can probably see, but I've had this with me since about 1978, something like that. Didn't really get it at the time. I was a bit young, I suppose. But again, it's got maps and what have you in it, and line drawings and all that. And that's really kicked off my interest in military history as a whole. In the early 80s, we discovered Dungeons and Dragons. First of all, I played Tunnels and Trolls at school, that was. And then my mum and dad bought me Dungeons and Dragons, so we played that. And then also played a little bit of Traveller, which was a science fiction role-play game. Did that for a while, not really playing too much in the way of wargaming with toy soldiers. And then life sort of took a turn: sex, drugs, rock and roll, whole new type of lifestyle. And didn't really do anything then up until about 1991, where I just happened to be in WH Smith's, and I saw a copy of Miniature Wargaming. So I picked it up, and it just totally rekindled my interest in all things toy soldiers. So really, since then, it started off with an English Civil War army, all minifig stuff. Then discovered that you could do it in 28mm, and found Front Rank, 7 Years' War, my big love in wargaming. And then did all sorts of different periods: World War II, Napoleonic, Ancients, Medieval, played DBM, DBA, Warhammer Ancients, all sorts of different rules. And then played a bit of, what was it, Warhammer, I think probably 6th edition. We played that to death, realised it wasn't for us, played a bit of 40k, can't really get into that at all, to be honest with you. And now I sort of do a lot of still historical wargaming. We're trying to slim down the number of periods that we do, and also a lot of pulp gaming as well. Pulp, steampunk, that kind of thing. Adventure gaming, if you want to call it. So we do that as well. So yeah, that's where I am with that. So where do I see my channel in 5 years? I think it's like a lot of people have said. I'm just going with the flow. I decided to do this last year, and I'm now up to, I think, 133 subscribers, and which is both humbling and amazing. And I think I just carry on doing what I'm doing. It's more of it's just, look what I'm doing, guys. Hope you like it, kind of thing. And then we'll just see where we go from there. I've got no aspirations as such, and I'm just sort of enjoying being part of the community, being on Discord, being involved in paint-alongs and things like that. It's great, you know. So even when I'm at home, I've still got this social situation going on, which is fabulous. So yeah, I think I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing, and we'll just see where we get to. Last question: what would I give to new starters in YouTube? Like most people have already said, just go for it. I only use my phone camera. I've splashed out, well, I didn't splash out, my wonderful daughter bought me a tripod for it now, so I'm a bit more professional. And you just do what you know, show people what you do. You know, don't worry about it if you don't do too many videos in one go, you know, one every couple of weeks, one a month, something like that, whatever you can manage and fit in to your schedules. And it's a great community, and people will soon sort of bounce you around to different people saying, oh, check this guy out, check that guy out. So it's not as if you're just going to be sitting there thinking, oh, you know, I've only got 3 or 4 subscribers. I can't believe how quickly mine's sort of got to where it is. And so yeah, just go for it and have a laugh with it. Don't take it too seriously. And yeah. So anyway, I've got to do 3 nominations. First of all, Sean at Shauno's World of Figures. Great bloke. There's some cracking stuff. Well worth a check. And it'll be interesting to see with all 3 guys actually how they're going. The next one is Vic at Vic's Miniatures. Again, another lovely bloke. Does all sorts of things. Some of the busts that he paints are fantastic, and well worth watching his channel. And finally is Paul Alba. I guess a lot of people know who Paul is. Figure painter extraordinaire. Does some fantastic work, especially on Napoleonics, but he's Russian 20mm. He's looking really, really good. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.